Hello, it's the silly moustache. I've moved the camera position a little bit so you can see a little bit more of what my fingers are doing, and this is in response and with thanks to Andrew, alternatively ADG, who has asked for a slow run through chord ornamentations, single note accents, flourishes and unusual chord voicings. I'm not sure I actually do too many of those, but I'll have a go. Someone else, I think it might have been Andrew Reynolds, asked me about the wheres and whens, remarked that I have said before, and it's quite true, my hands do things on their own. Do I have a special sauce? The special sauce is being very old and falling into habits. I'm not quite a one-trick pony, but 3 or 4 tricks. John Parkes asked the in-between chords, by which I guess he means the transients and transitions. And I've dried up already, so excuse me, another sip of tea. First, someone else asked me about strings on dreadnoughts, jumbos, on my National and my archtops. I use medium gauge strings. On flat tops, they are phosphor bronze, usually D'Addario EJ17s, 56, but I swap out the B and the E with light gauge, Elixir anti-rust when I can get them, 16 and 12. On anything smaller than a dreadnought, here's my triple O, D'Addario EJ16s, 53 to 12, so same strings on the first and second, and 53, and on these guitars I use a blue chip 346 style. This is a C.A.G.E. 40, which is a 1mm, and on my dreads I use a TAD 50, which is a 1.25. The material that blue chip use is something called Vespel, which is made for extreme conditions, making washers and bearings and things, and so effectively it never really wears out. I haven't bought a blue chip pick for some years now, and there is no sign of wear on them, but they do come with their speed bevels, which are crucially important, and I discovered that by putting bevels onto ordinary picks and experiencing a vast improvement. So that's strings and that's picks. Right, back to my slow run through chord ornamentations. I've put the capo on too, just so you might be able to see what I'm doing a bit better. I play mostly out of a root chord of a G shape or a C shape. So I use the capo. So with capo on 2, I've got A and D as root chords, and capo on 4, I've got a B and an E as a root chord, and just a little bit more just lately I'm using that for a C instead of there, and I don't play out of F much, just for a certain number like Poor Boy's Delight, which I like the way it works out of a G shape. Which doesn't quite work so well out of a C shape. So I'm going to leave it on here just to hope that you can see things a little bit better. And because I've moved here, I've become a member of the Headless Guitarist Association on YouTube. So you haven't missed much by seeing my physog today. Right, so I don't quite know how to show you this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a 3-chord progression in a G shape and see what my fingers do, and we're all learning here. D7 shape. Seventh. Use that a lot. If there's a 2 chord in it, which would be that shape or that shape, I might do this. So that's an alternative D. It's a partial D7, and it's part of that. I have been known to use that. If I'm playing out of an E shape, which of course here is F sharp. Single notes, yeah, I have some tricks there, especially out of C. Took me a long time to get comfortable with the C progressions. What's that? I'm not quite sure. Let's just talk about a harmonized scale. This was a revelation to me. I can't teach it excellently, but I'm going to have a go. I'm going to call that a C shape, right? So you go up the scale, C to D. D is a second, so that's going to be a minor. Yeah. E is a third, so it's going to be a minor. And then you've got your 4, which of course is the F, and you've got your 5, which of course is the G shape, or more technically the G7, and then you've got the 6th chord, which would be the relative minor to the C, which is A, which again is a minor, it's a 6, and then there's a 7th chord, which is going to be a B half diminished, which should be about there. Very rarely used, but I tend to cheat terribly and use that. That sort of thing. I don't know what it is, I don't know whether it's right, but it works. Another sip of tea. Flourishes. Stuff like that, perhaps. I'll take this off for a moment. Altered chords, or what do they call it, variations or whatever, playing another chord in another position. Of course a great way to learn this is the C.A.G.E.D principle, and I'm on thin ice here, but I'll have a go. C.A.G.E.D stands for C, A, G and E-D, believe it or not. So there's your C shape. What's the next one? A. So that's your A, but if you move that up there, as you see, that you're playing the same chord, C shape, A shape. What's the G shape? Very, very difficult. Would be something like that, which I can't do in any way, but there's your root. Yeah. See, a G, E shape would be that. So using the E shape. Sorry about squeaky strings. And a D shape. Let's think about this for a minute. Yes. So there is your. There's your D shape there. Oops. There. One way of playing a C kind of would be that, which is effectively the same, but it's effectively that, where that is your root. But you've got that, which is effectively the same as that. Yeah. Remember, with most 6-string chords, let's do it like that. You're not actually playing one chord, you're playing 2 chords. A 1, a 3, and a 5. A 5, and a 3, and a 1. Yeah? So you don't need all of those strings strumming. This is why I kind of hate strumming, because why play 2 chords all the time? What else can I talk about? Unusual chord voicings. I will often like to end a gentle C number with that, which is part of that A shape, with a G, using a G shape as the root. Just using the D shape, G there, or the 7th. What else do I do? If I was using an E, if I was playing out of an E shape, there is my E 7th, which I might not always use. There's that, it's the Jimi Hendrix chord. Or the jazzier chord. Other E's you've got, of course, and that. If you think about the C.A.G.E.D idea, it's there. If you're going to do caged in an E shape, you're starting on the E, and then you go to the D, and then you go to the C, which would be there, or a difficult chord that I couldn't make. Where are we? Yeah, see, and then an A, E, yeah. So those shapes all correspond. It's good to know them, because then you can find them. I can play a C, 3 chord progression somewhere else. So I hope that gives you an idea. My special sauce is just having some old tricks that I do over and over again. I do play a lot of walking bass lines. So let's that's my special sauce, just a bit of deep brown old gravy really. The in-between chords and the transients, well, same thing really. I do like the to put the 7th in before going from a G shape to the C and down again. These are all pretty standard things really, but you develop your own style and your own timing and your own lilt to different things. So take these with my love, don't copy them, make them your own, do your own kind of versions. I hope that answers the question. I probably waffled on quite long enough. So if you have been, thanks for watching, and if you have more comments and requests, I will try to answer them a bit more quickly than I have done in this particular video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.